74, yeah. So, if you saw my last video, you know that we had some problem with some rust here on the driver's floor pan. It's not a lot. These other pieces are pretty solid, flimsy in the middle, and there's no holes over here. So I'm gonna get the panel, figure out what section I need to cut out. Probably gonna cut most of this floor out, most of this rusted area, all of this rusted area out. This is not rusted through, so we'll grind that, try to get that clean as we can, but just try to see what our patch is gonna do. Got our panel here from Classic Industries. I think it was around 50 bucks. Pretty good gauge still. I'm not sure what it is, 10 or 12 or whatever, but it's pretty substantial. Now this floor pan doesn't match what I have there. It's not identical. There's no strengthening in here, but it does have these embosses, which I'm going to try to use to kind of line it up. I know all of this needs to come out, and on the truck these parts are good, so I'm probably going to cut somewhere in here, cut this piece here, and since the strengthening goes into this panel, probably gonna cut it halfway here and use this to line it up in the other before I cut the floor pan out of there. So today presents an opportunity. Just cutting this panel out with my die grinder with my air compressor, but I don't have the right air compressor for the die grinder. I can cut for 15-20 seconds, then I gotta wait for the pressure to build back up, then cut again, and then I can stop it just by putting pressure. So that's no good. So now, oops, Ryobi 1 angle grinder, cutoff wheel situation. I got Ryobi tools already with batteries and whatever, so just might as well keep it going. Don't have this tool, so we'll test this one out today and see how it works. And this is the actual tool. One thing about it though, thing is not light. Got some weight to it. So I'm getting it fit in here a little bit. Like I said, the big difference between this panel and the original is that there are these strengthening ribs in there. So in order to fit this panel flush, I'm gonna have to cut this rod out, cut out these ribs so I can get the panel to sit flush. Well, I got my rust holes all cut out. Little surface rust over here. We'll grind that out too, but we're worried about this part right now. That'll cover up everything. So, made it over here to my boy Nick's house. I'm about to see if we can get. I guess so. We're about to get some floor welding action. Get this hole up on my floor, and I'll be on my way. My man. Got it all welded in there.
What's that?
No more holes.
Yeah.
My boy Nick, who's been faceless for the last 40 minutes. Got the other side over there welded in too. Had a little hole over there, but we'll get some seam sealer and get it right. Get the new carpet in. So I got my floor panel welded in. I've gone and sanded down some surface rust in different areas. Put some primer down. So now I'll put the seam sealer on. Put it on real thick and make sure seams are sealed. And some old seams might need to be redone too. So I'm gonna do that. Make sure everything's primed up. Evercoat Body Shop seam sealer. It's just the one that they had, and we will see what happens with it. See that the original seam sealer don't really have no rhyme or reason, and it's not trying to be all super neat. It's just on there, so I figure whatever I do should be close enough. So yeah, that looked like a big old mess, but at the same time, soon it'll all be covered up. I had a little rust in this little channel here. I tried to grind most of it out. I put a different sealer on top of what I couldn't grind out, so I just decided to put more sealer in there. So hopefully that'll keep all the moisture off of the metal. But we'll wait for this to dry and cure or whatever. So the seam sealer has dried pretty well, and I've applied a coat of primer over everything. I ran out of primer, so I gotta go to the store to get some more. So I'll finish this side with some primer, get all of that. Maybe hit it with some flat black paint too to protect it a little more. Then once that's dried, I'll go ahead and apply the sound deadening material before we get to the carpet. I got primer on both sides. Now I'm gonna hit it with a little flat black. protective enamel. Give it a little more rust protection. And I'm gonna hit the bottom underneath the floorboards with some bed liner. And then once everything cures, I'll be ready to put my sound deadener on. Got the floor all painted, flat black. Got everything covered. It's looking pretty good. And working on my KILMAT now. Halfway there. It's a lot like work. I don't like it. But yeah, we halfway there. Well, this is where work is gonna stop for today. That was my goal for the day, to get the sound deadening material in. So now, next step is getting the carpet in. Gotta make sure I clear out all of these screw holes, get all this material out the way so we can get right to the screw holes. About the wire for my speaker. Got it taped down. I'm gonna put another one over here. There's no speaker yet, but I'm gonna get it wired up for it just in case. Next step is gonna be carpet. Till next time, people. Say J-Med Life.
J-Med, what?
J-Med Life.
Was it?
Boy, J-Med Life.
You want me to like rap it or something like that?
Just sing it.
Huh?
Just sing it.
Sing it. J. No, don't put that in.
J-Med Life 74, yeah.